It's only $1.98 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate it can move up to $4.17 in the next 12 months. If it does, that'll be a 110.60% increase. Hey guys, this is January 6th through January 10th, winning stocks. And I want to talk about the way the market moved this week and how the stocks on our watch list did. So we want to start with the SPY, the Dow, and the NASDAQ because those three explain what the market did overall. And starting with the SPY, or the S&P 500, we see it's really been moving up this year, but it took a turn down like about, well, I guess 5 weeks ago now. See a little red arrow, big red arrow. Now we get a couple of green arrows, but still moving down. Then another red one, so we're going down again. If we look at the Dow, we see the same thing, but we see bigger down movement on the Dow. And when we get to the NASDAQ, we see a down week, couple of positive weeks, but still moving downward. And then another decent size down week this week. But as we know, the stocks on our watch list are the stocks which are at their annual low price. And not only at their annual low price, they're fundamentally sound. And we know that we find those stocks inside of the StockSage app. It has all of the stocks with positive earnings for at least 3 of the last 5 years that are at the 52-week low. And we're able to check them for other things which would make them fundamentally sound, such as stock buybacks, strong balance sheets, even high profit margins above 10% or above 20%, as well as stocks that have high dividend yields, greater than 4%, of which we have a few. We've had a few this week. Well, this Friday we have about 5 here. Also, there shouldn't be any in this list this week, but stocks that have a dividend yield above 10%, actually, of which we have one now, or even above 20%, which we don't have any this week, but we've had some in the last couple of weeks. In any event, let's jump into the rest of our list. And of the stocks on our watch list that have shown a little promise as of lately, we see Heritage Global. We see that they moved up for the last couple of weeks. Now, Heritage Global is an inexpensive stock. It's only $1.98 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate it can move up to $4.17 in the next 12 months. If it does, that'll be a 110.60% increase in 12 months. Now, they have an earnings report dropping on March 12th or later that week. And we know when it comes to stocks, an earnings report is almost similar to a report card, but for businesses. If it comes out good, your stock's price can dramatically drop. And if it comes out, or I can say, can dramatically jump. And if it comes out bad, the stock's price can dramatically drop. In any event, our next company is ODP Corporation. ODP Corporation, they've had very little movement this week, so indecision. We want to see what they do going into next week. This stock is currently at $22.31 a share, and Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $41.33 in the next 12 months. If they do, that will be an 85.25% increase. And they have an earnings report dropping on February 26th or later that week. We have Greystone Housing Impact. Now, this stock, advise you, it has a very high, well, it has a high dividend yield. I believe it's above 10%. In any event, it's moved up for its second week. This stock is currently at $11.50 a share. Yahoo analysts believe it can move up to $16.75 in the next 12 months. If it does, that'll be a 45.65% increase. And they have an earnings report dropping on February 20th or later that week. We have Civitas Resources. They moved up like last 3 weeks. First week was a small move, but the next two pretty decent. They're currently at $51.32 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $72.12 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 40.53% increase. And they have an earnings report dropping on February 25th or later that week. We have Acadia Healthcare. 2 weeks ago, it's a decent sized candle. Then last week was indecisive. It sort of ended where it started. They're currently at $44.92 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $61.38. If they do, that'll be a 36.64% increase. We have ConocoPhillips, and they have had a few positive weeks. Two positive. This one was still positive, but indecision. They're currently at $101.92 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $132.79 in the next 12 months. If they do, that will be a 30.28% increase. We have Blackstone Minerals. Blackstone Minerals moved up 3 weeks straight. They are currently at $15.01 a share. Yahoo analysts only estimate they'll move up to $14, which they've already surpassed. So they're 6.72% past where Yahoo analysts said they would be able to reach up to. We have CDW Corporation, and they've had a decent sized candle this week. We want to see what they do going into next week. They're currently at $183.14. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $222.68. If they do, that will be a 21.59% increase. Now, they have an earnings date dropping February 17th or later that week. We have BW LPG Limited, and they have moved up slightly, but for the last 3 weeks, they have an earnings date dropping on February 27th. We don't have an estimate of how high they'll move up, but they're currently at $12.21 a share. We have Amgen Inc. They are currently at $262.23 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $317.24. If they do, that'll be a 20.97% increase. And they have an earnings report dropping on February 4th. And then we have Petroleo Brazil. Oh boy. PBR, Petroleo Brasileiro, oil company. Believe in Brazil. In any event, they've moved up the last couple of weeks. They're currently at $13.48 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $16.65 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 23.51% increase, and they have an earnings report dropping on February 26th. And we have ICF International. They they had a couple of green candles, but they haven't moved much. We want to see what happens going into this week. They're currently at $120.11 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $180.50 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 50.27% increase. And they have an earnings date dropping on February 25th or later that week. So that is it for this week's Winning Stocks, guys. I look forward to speaking to you in the next video. Have a great night.